What's good, YouTube? My name is D Chill. D Chill with the discussions. I'm going to tell you a couple of stories. This one takes place in Antelope Valley. Wait, but first let me back up and give my shout outs. I want to give shout out to Kev Mac Videos. That's my guy who got me involved in this, who really got me pumped up about doing it. Not literally hands on. I'm just saying he encouraged me to want to do these videos, and that's why I'm here, because literally him and Bosco 100, because I watched Kev Mac for a while. Then Bosco on the funny tip, he really got me like, man, you can do this. Don't have to always be serious. Not saying that Kev Mac was. It was two different things that got me really pumped up. And then also these are people that I watched, like Street TV, because he was the first, and Cartoon One, Renegade, um, C. Bill, Joe T, Jay Williams, 16 to Life. Okay, so let me get into this story, y'all, because I was telling it and then I kind of got interrupted. So this takes place in Lancaster, California. I used to live out there at my granny's, and so the situation I didn't get kicked out of Seattle. I moved from Seattle. I wanted to get away from gang banging. Didn't want to live that life no more. People were like, well, why are you going to California? Well, the place I'm going to is not like that in California. I mean, there, it because I never thought of Lancaster as a gang banging spot. But anyway, so actually it got it got cracking before I even got down there on the gang banging tip, because I'm still flamed up. Even though my mindset is I want to get away and I don't want to live that life no more. I lost my best friend, but I'm still gang affiliated, gang tired. So I'm coming down. I stopped in Sacramento, switching buses, going different places, just to get on and off. And I'm looking at some females, and like I said, I'm flamed up. I have my Bucks jacket on with the red Bucks, even though the colors have probably changed now, but that's the color of the Bucks back then. And had on my cherry Nikes, red laces, so I'm flamed up. Didn't know where I was, but I'm sitting there and I see these females, and they're looking pretty. These, let me get back to it. So they're looking pretty. No, I gotta say this. This is the way it goes down in California. You can see a female or a dude, their attire can be looking one way, and they could be somebody completely different. And that's how this played out. So I'm sitting there and I'm chopping it up with them, and I'm not chopping up. I'm looking at them, but through the window, you hey, trying to make your little move, and they're smiling. I'm thinking, oh, the Crip. I mean, the Crip. I don't know what they were. I'm like, oh, the females. Matter of fact, these are SA, Mexican females. Didn't know what they were. And I can't keep saying SA all the time, because up north they don't want to be referred to that. So I got to be thinking differently when I'm communicating. But anyway, so this cat, I mean, these females are looking at me, and I'm sitting there like, man, they might be a ticket. I'm about to holler at them. So I'm still smiling, making my little mood gesture, trying to get at them. And then out of nowhere, the female is smiling, and she just hit me up. Man, I looked around and I skedaddled quick as I could, not running, not wanting to look like a punk, but I surely moved as fast as I could to the next Bucks for me to get up out of there. I was trying to find where the bus that I need to get on and get on there quick and get the heck up out of here. I was shook up, had no understanding. So fast forward, now I get to Lancaster. Man, these cats is banged out and they're preps, high top fades. You guys might see some pictures of me. One of my relatives bring them out. Old flicks of me, high top fades. That's how it was. It was different, and that's how I changed my dress code. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I haven't, and I'm going to now. Shout out to Easy E, Eric Wright, me as a Paru blood. That's who got me to change my attire. When I came back to Seattle, anybody will tell you that I wasn't dressed the way I was dressing before I left. I watched him on TV because he had changed. He had started wearing different things. So that's what I did. My homie Monty had the Buffalino, so he always had the dressy dress stuff. So that's how I learned how to change my attire by borrowing stuff from my homeboy Monty. But I had learned from watching this cat, Easy E. I mean, I ended up doing things with Monty, but nevertheless, that was the first person I seen dressing like that was Easy E. And so I had changed up my little get down. And so anyway, now I'm at the school. These cats, they banged out. They doing what they doing and cripping because there ain't really no bloods in there. There may have been 4 bloods total. And this school's not a big school. It's an alternative. It's small. But there may have been 4 bloods total. And we're not including me. We're just saying total. The other cats that was there that were, representing it. But it was a interesting situation. So let's move along. I ended up, like I said, I had came down here for one thing, and then slowly but surely backsliding. I used to be drinking in school. I'd be making these sporty drinks, fruity and all that, having in a big old container. I forget what they're called. And folks, so you'll think that, oh, this cat, he's up in here just having him a regular coffee or a sip of some juice, and I'm in there getting loaded. I started sharing with this one Crip dude. Uh, matter of fact, yeah, he was from 6-0, and his cousin, I forget where his cousin was from, but me and his cousin, see, we used to chop it up. We used to talk. And that's how I ended up talking with him. Because I remember these two Hoovers that started going to our school, and they was kind of on him. Not that they got on him, because I'm sure him and his cousin would have handled business, but they had their eyes on him. But I had no clue, because I didn't know that Crips got at Crips like that. I just remembered, and I like, oh, okay, what's up with this? Because I wasn't used to Crip on Crip violence in Seattle, but I do remember them two was, I can tell when somebody's trying to find an easy way to get at somebody or they're mean mugging somebody from a distance, and they surely were doing that, and they were new to the school. So anyway, me and the one dude I was talking about, me and him was kind of cool. We used to chop it up and talk, but I used to not wear no red. Number one, you couldn't wear no red up in that joint anyway, because they would say something. You almost get kicked out of school for wearing gang colors, but they could come in there all day blue because it was blue. They'd get away with it. So one day I came up in there flamed up and was waiting for somebody to say something to me. Because y'all get to wear whatever you want and you don't think we're going to wear what we want. So I just did what I do. Came up there flamed up and said what I was doing, just being me. And we're coming out of the classroom and he had the nerve to say, joke. And I was like, what? So we step out of the classroom and it's like face to face. And then so somebody ended up saying something because we're literally in between a doorway and outside. And I'm like, what? Standing there looking at him and he looking at me.